Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci, ProTech Dog Training. So I'm having a little problem, and for years I've always been this way. After I paid my dues and put in all kinds of time and doing what I'm doing, earned it the hard way by working my ass off and working for people, sleeping in the back of kennels and kind of being that hidden secret in the back room. And I got to a point where I just got so tired of these kids hanging up a shingle and saying, "Puufta, I'm a trainer," and just faking it until they make it. You know what I mean? So I've recently had somebody come at me like that, and I like the guy. I want him to succeed. He's going to succeed. He's going to get to the point where, 2-3 years, they end up doing it. Eventually they end up, but they still don't get out of their way to earn it, right? They just profess to be whatever, And I've got one individual in mind that really is starting to get on my nerves because I've done everything I could to be a friend, to point him in the right direction so that he would get the mentorship and the resources he needed to be better at his craft and to get good. Instead of being humble and saying, and getting with those peer groups and getting with those people, he's what you call a poser. I'll give you a good example of a poser. Poser is somebody that, as an example, let's say a skateboarder, okay? Gets out there and he just is doing the act. He gets all the clothes and he buys the nice tennis shoes and he does everything right, and he starts dropping names and starting to get in with his peer group. And then all of a sudden one day he throws his skateboard on the ground and everybody there starts laughing their ass off because they see that the person doesn't have any skill, because you can't hide it. Okay, you cannot hide it. You throw that skateboard out there and if you have no skill and no talent, it's going to show. It's not a matter the person doesn't have talent, but you get my point. So we call that a poser. And this gentleman ended up going out, hanging a shingle up. He got great for the digital marketing, does a great job. And I've been doing my best to try to push him into going towards people that are going to mentor him, that are going to give him the skill levels and see him take that part of being humble, right? What do I talk about all the time? You need to be humble, right? And I'm not the most humble person, but I've been doing this for a lot of friggin' years. So he wants to be all that, and he professes to be it, but when you ask him to show you any bona fide, he's got no dogs, nothing he can show you that's on the ground. He has no history online history. You could do a search on him. You're not going to find anything towards dog training, nothing. But yet he says he's got years of experience training dogs, okay? There's nothing there. He has no bona fides. He has no proof, but he's going to be out there. He's a legend in his own mind. It's the most frustrating thing I've run across in a long time. And I'll leave it at that, and he keeps throwing things back through this little innuendo, little posting he's doing. He's head tripping, you know what I mean? The jealousy is this, and just these side slant type of posting that is bullshit, because you can't call him on it. You can't call him on it and get upset about it, because if you do, you're just, you're putting yourself right in the wallowing in the pit. You know what I mean? You're like a pig in a wallowing pit. You throw yourself in, and then you don't look any better than he does. It's not worth fighting online. So I give up. I'm not going to give him an inch of my time. He can do whatever he wants, and I'll wait for him to fall on his face. He'll either fall on his face or he'll bullshit his way. He'll fake it until he makes it. And that's exactly what he's going to do, because he's got marketing skills. He's got money to be able to pay for things. So, eventually he's going to get there. But it pisses me off, because he's no better than any of the other kids that go out and say, "Puufta, I'm a trainer." Just irritating like a son of a gun. But it is what it is. You can't stop them. They're going to keep doing it. There's nothing I can say to try to change him. And what's wild about this guy's got such a huge ego. He's going to do it no matter what. He's convincing himself he's all that. So it is what it is. Talk to you later. Puufta trainers, gotta love them.